Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Longhorns will kick this deep to start us off. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs. It was a foot race, and he won it. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Powerful running into the secondary. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Good enough for first down yardage.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking for the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The DB is backing off from the line now. Back to pass. It's Shaw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch made on the left side. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looks left and finds his target there. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big take.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Shaw. Defense is coming after him. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
21, Texas. 7, Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. He will score. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score. Georgia 21, Texas 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
13. Set to kick this one away. Texas.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll give it to the running back.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does. Yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Second and goal for the offense. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Touchdown, Dogs. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Eludes the rush. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Quick catch over the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Longhorns with first and 10 here.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Moving the receiver around, free snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. This is the 6th play on the drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. He's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Texas.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. See if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. The quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's got his man open downfield. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
To throw, it's Shaw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. This will likely be the last play of the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, you always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
They'll have to throw it here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll run it to the right side. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fights off a defender. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Important 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Shaw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he pulls in the catch. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra point try coming now.
Number 85. With the carry.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
42. Texas. 28. Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He's moving out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Slides to avoid the big hit. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Makes the catch. He makes the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 42, Texas 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Can he get there on the ground? Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a two-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Secondary backed up off the ball now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. To the air, it's Shaw. The pocket breaking down. Finds his target, and it's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Wow, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Finding space at the 20. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. He'll set up for the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Georgia 49.
Now they get set to kick it away.
34. Number 12 set to kick off. Texas.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense takes the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's
airing this one out toward the sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Makes a quick catch. The 2-point conversion is good. That makes this a 7-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One play, and they're already past the 40, 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.